It was fun. It was fun. There were certain scenes, a replica of the Lincoln Memorial steps in Pittsburgh, so I could have time to work with the performers, particularly in all the ones who gave speeches or when Mahalia Jackson sings. And so we did all of that there. But then it was thrilling just to be in DC. It was extremely hot. It was 117 degrees when we filmed at the Lincoln Memorial, and people were almost fainting, but they didn't. And so, and the horizon line in this city, I find so majestic and so powerful and so beautiful. So it was one of my favorite shots is Colman as Rustin when they're setting up the march and he's descending the steps, and you see the vast expanse of this beautiful, phenomenal building, and you see this one solo man with all this work happening around him descending the steps. And it's one of my favorite shots because it's so beautiful and so simple, and you get the elegance of the man and the elegance of the building. Yes, absolutely. They were they were dealt with. His Walter Nagel, his partner, who he was with until Bayard died, was involved. This Rachel Horowitz, Eleanor Holmes Norton was involved in it. Everybody who was alive was talked to about Bayard, so that we can get as much insight and understanding of the man and the human being as we possibly could. Well, hopefully they'll feel empowered. Hopefully they'll feel empowered and understand that democracy is a muscle that you must invest in every day so as to protect it, so that it remains strong and potent, so that therefore this country can keep delivering on the promise of the best idea, so that this country can keep delivering on the idea of what is possible, what is amazing, and what we need to keep fighting to protect. It's so interesting that he probably could have had a career as a performer. He was in a Broadway show that lasted only 5 performances with Paul Robeson. He was in the chorus. He would sing with Josh White, who was a folk singer at the time. So that career conceivably could have happened for him. But I think he was a man who was so committed to serving and being responsible and helping those without, that I think it was interesting to see that alternative, but to see the ferocity of his commitment to the cause. Yeah, I felt, I think anybody who sets out to do the impossible, i.e. a film or a play or whatever, there are always moments where you believe it's going to all work out and you hope it's all going to work out, and then there's a moment in the film where you see the trucks arriving to set up, and that moment is very, very moving to me, because it's like, oh, this is actually going to happen. This thing that I've been working on for so long is actually going to happen. And I felt like the relief that Bayard felt, when he saw everybody setting up, I felt that exact same degree of relief. I think it's very important because he's a remarkable human being and a great American, and we should all know his story. We should all know his story.